Howard Brown began as a volunteer-run organization addressing STIs among gay men. It blossomed into a full-service health delivery organization in the 80s and 90s and was on the front lines of the fight against AIDS.
We built our primary care with a particular focus on those affected with HIV and AIDS, and we've never taken a step back from the forefront of being a leader in the LGBT health community more generally.
And when you look at things like rates of smoking, cancer, bullying, violence, STIs, HIV, depression, LGBT people fare far worse than their non-LGBT counterparts. Our mission at Howard Brown is to ensure that every LGBTQ person in Metro Chicago has access to a healthcare provider that is accepting and knowledgeable about the healthcare needs that our patients face.
Howard Brown Health provides services to everyone. There's always someone here that can attend to you and really cater to your needs.
We serve people with affirming care. Whether a person is living with HIV, diabetes, you name it, Howard Brown is here to provide whatever is needed.
From the moment that someone becomes a patient to every stage of the medical services that they provide, we wrap a continuity of care around that experience so that they always feel supported.
When I got diagnosed with Kaposi sarcoma, which is usually pretty lethal, the first thing that popped into my mind was, if I'm going to go anywhere, I'm going to go to Howard Brown. You know, you're checking in and everyone's being friendly and nice, and the nurses come to get you, and it's, okay, here's what we're going to do. She's like, I want you to see a podiatrist. I want to have your eyes checked. We're going to do an EKG, you know, and an MRI. This place saved my life.
I somewhat jokingly, but actually seriously say that Howard Brown saved my life because I got ridiculously sick. I was a college student up here by myself, and I really couldn't afford a lot of health care.
We pride ourselves on being able to serve people regardless of ability to pay. We have people that can link you to insurance services and walk you through that process.
That's the second thing that saved my life. I had no insurance at the time when I was admitted into the hospital. I worked with a coordinator and she walked me through everything, and so they got me onto Medicaid. It's been a godsend for me. It covers my medication.
I'm very excited that Howard Brown can boast that we're a citywide organization.
It's really important to be all over the city for various reasons, but most importantly, I think it's the access to healthcare. We are in locations now that are close to where people live and also where people work. So people really have flexibility in terms of where they can get their services from Howard Brown.
With Howard Brown now on the south side and saying, hey, we are here in the community and we like to enmesh and become part of the community.
The Broadway Youth Center is a way that we provide services to our youth.
It's a full-service health center, but it's also providing a bank of social services for LGBT and homeless youth.
We really prioritize young people setting goals for themselves. We have resources and things that can make that journey for that young person easier.
The reason why I kept going back to the Broadway Youth Center, I think, was mainly because of the fact that they work with you a lot, making sure that I was in the right path, going to the doctors to make sure that I was getting my hormones. And right after I started seeing that there was many out and about people who were proud of being who they were, just gave me more confidence to kind of be well, if they can do it, then I could actually get a GED and put my mind to it and then go ahead and move forward. So just recently I got a job at the Puerto Rican Cultural Center working as an intervention as counselor, which is basically kind of working with other trans women. I felt like it was my way of giving back.
Coming to a place like Howard Brown, it gives you a sense of hope. You're not going to be alone.
We see the quest for equality intertwined with good health. It's our mission to promote LGBT liberation and equality through health, through the attainment of the best health possible for individuals so that they can live their full lives and support their families and pursue their dreams.